I can hardly believe that it's 25 years since I first set foot on this campus and met Cletus and his dedicated team. He'd just started his organisation and had called it Social Change and Development, or SCAD for short, and was working in 25 local villages. He'd also just started working in the salt pans on the coast. I was so appalled at the pitiable conditions that the salt pan workers lived and worked in that I made up my mind there and then to come back to the UK and raise money to help them. This was the start of a partnership between SCAD and Salt of the Earth that has flourished and stood the test of time. At the first trustees meeting, the trustees decided that every penny we raised would go direct to SCAD without any deductions whatsoever. Since then, we have become SCAD's biggest supporter, and we currently fund over 50% of the work that SCAD do in 500 villages, covering a population of over 400,000 plus. We've been able to send out over £3 million thanks to our dedicated, wonderful bunch of supporters. This film is designed to look at some of the things we have achieved in these first 25 years and to celebrate our success. We are particularly proud of the tree planting program we started with SCAD. This is why we have decided to make tree planting the focus of our 25th anniversary celebrations. Trees are so important to the present and future of a village community, and it will be good to know that, as a result of our efforts, village communities will have a lasting benefit for years to come. It only costs 80p for SCAD to grow a sapling, get it planted and train the villagers and farmers to look after it. We fund the community-based rehabilitation scheme for children with learning and physical difficulties, and it is a very special program. The SCAD team goes to the villages to seek, find, diagnose and treat young people with disabilities. The dedicated and skilled team of 12 specialists treat the 500 plus children on the program and offer much needed help and support to their families. We are very proud of the Elders program, which we have supported from the beginning. 850 abandoned and destitute old people are given a monthly stipend which covers their basic needs. They attend a monthly day centre where they see a doctor, take part in a number of social activities and have a slap-up meal. This program enables the elders to live out their lives in dignity and with security. Seeing these older people at one of the day centres is always a highlight of my annual visit to SCAD. The women's self-help groups lead the positive change process in the villages, and there are now over 3,000 such groups involving 60,000 women. We have provided significant funding over the years for the training of new and existing groups. The groups have brought more wealth into the villages through their savings and the associated bank loans that their savings has made possible. They are also able to bring about improvements to their villages, such as street lighting and better bus services, and they campaign for the rights of women. A significant number have been elected to the first tier of local government, something which would have been unthinkable a decade ago. We have also been very successful in raising money for emergency relief. In the 1990s, we twice raised over £25,000 to buy water tankers to provide precious drinking water to drought-stricken villages. Our finest hour was in the 2005 tsunami emergency, when we were able to raise £200,000 to help the stricken villages along the coastline. Janet and I arrived just a few hours after the tsunami had struck, and we were able to see for ourselves the terrible havoc and loss of life that occurred. Because of our help, SCAD was able to mount an immediate major relief operation. Meeting with survivors at an emergency centre that SCAD had set up was one of the most moving and difficult experiences of my life. SCAD has always seen education as key to the improvement of life in the rural villages because the state schooling is so poor. We have been able to help SCAD improve village education by funding teacher training, providing school playground equipment and improving buildings and classrooms. SCAD run 2 schools themselves, which we fund, one for children with learning and physical difficulties on the campus and the other for gypsy children. The children in both of these excellent schools have needs that the state authorities just cannot cater for. Water, or rather the lack of it, is a constant worry for the rural villages. Over the years we have paid for the renovation of over 50 local village reservoirs so that precious rainfall could be stored. Municipal water supplies are infrequent and often of poor quality, and the local water tables are contaminated by salt, so the water conserved in these reservoirs is very important. We've also funded scores of rainwater harvesting tanks, which catch the rainfall off school roofs. This water is filtered and stored in tanks and is reserved for the local primary school children. This provides an incentive to come to school and reduces the incidences of waterborne disease, which is so prevalent in the villages. SCAD, with our help, has been able to improve dramatically the standard of health in the villages. Medical and eye camps are organised regularly, which enable villagers to have access to decent medical care, often for the first time. We have funded SCAD's village health team, who carry out educational programs to improve health, giving information on a wide range of subjects such as nutrition, hygiene, and the use and preparation of local herbal remedies. And recently, a cancer screening program has been introduced. We have done a great deal to help SCAD promote organic farming and growing, an area which is very close to my heart. SCAD have had great success in promoting kitchen organic gardens, which enable fresh vegetables and fruit to be grown. This improves health and saves money. We were very pleased that SCAD set aside a few acres of precious land on the campus to make an organic garden. The produce from this garden is given to the school for children with learning and physical difficulties, and the garden also serves as a demonstration area for local farmers and students. We are very pleased to be able to fund this enterprise. Well, as you have seen, this charity has, in all sorts of ways, had a major long-term impact on the lives of getting on for 500,000 people by supporting the high-quality work of SCAD's dedicated team, led by its founder and chairman, Cletus Babu.
Salt Earth had been our core supporter for all these 25 years. Wherever there was a gap with the support of other people, Salt Earth was there. So it was very, very important in our whole program. Salt Earth has played a very, very vital role in all our programs.
What happens now? India has grown, but sadly this increased wealth is not reaching the 600 to 700 million people who live below or close to the poverty level. And the huge gap between the rich and the poor just gets bigger and bigger. The good news is that SCAD's wide-ranging help to villagers and the underprivileged is of the highest quality and really does make an enormous difference. In addition, our money goes much further in Tamil Nadu than it does in the UK. I do hope that you will feel able to help us if you're not doing so already. And don't forget, every penny you give us will go straight to SCAD without any deductions whatsoever.